Gloat all you like. I have this one.
Are you sassing me, Commander? I didn't know you had it in you.
Why do I even... Inquisitor.
Leaving, are you? Does this mean I win?
Please, don't stop on my account.
All right. Your move.
You need to come to terms with my inevitable victory. You'll feel much better.
Really? Because I just won. And I feel fine.
I like how it shows the board as if
There'll
we're
be no
supposed to know
living
what the
with you.
fuck it means.
I should return to my duties as well. Unless you would care for a game.
No, not with you.
I think I'll pass.
Of course.
So, who feels like going to a party? Unfortunately, the party is full of rich fucks, but party is a party, right?
We have to reach the Empress before Corypheus. The only question is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Celine will be meeting for peace talks with the usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Briala.
The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
What do we know about Duke Gaspard?
The man who would have been Emperor. He's Celine's cousin, and was first in line to inherit the throne when Emperor Florian died. Celine outmaneuvered him. She won over the Council of Heralds who hold authority over title disputes. She became Empress, and he a general in the Imperial Army. He's well loved by the troops. He's also a Chevalier. Most of their number sided with him when he turned on the Empress.
Aren't the Chevaliers part of the army? Why would they follow the Duke?
Most Chevaliers are sworn to serve the crown, but that does not give them faith in the person wearing it. The Empress has tried to improve relations with Ferelden and Navarra. The Chevaliers see her as anti-military. They believe Gaspard could lead the Empire back to the glory of Draken's expansion years.
Literally all I need to fucking know about this bastard.
Who is this Ambassador Briala?
An ambassador in name only, she has organized the elves of Halam Sharal into an underground army. The Empress invited her to the peace talks in a bid to gain the elves' alliance in the war. That would be scandal enough, without the rumor that Briala is a jilted lover of Celine's. A personal grudge and a network of saboteurs at her command. Promising lead.
Wait, the elven leader is a jilted lover of the Empress.
If you want to
It's
put
not
it that
widely
way.
known, just a rumor whispered among the palace servants a few years ago. If it's true and were to get out, the Empress and an elf. The scandal could destroy Celine's court. Even if a lie, Briala could use it to blackmail the Empress. She has some connection to the throne.
Tell me everything we know about the Empress.
Empress Celine is a renowned diplomat and reformer. She works tirelessly to secure peace for the Empire. Unfortunately, many
Peace for
Orlesians view
the
peace
fucking
as
rich humans,
complacency.
maybe.
She has yet to name an heir, leaving the future of the Empire in doubt if anything happens to her. Especially when the next in line is her cousin Gaspard, who's made few friends on the Council of Heralds.
Celine is surrounded at all times by countless guards, courtiers, servants, and vassals. What better place for an assassin to hide than the Empress's own household?
I like how this is the perfect opportunity to mention, hey, Celine committed fucking genocide. But nope, no mention at all.
How can Gaspard still be next in line while he wages war against his Empress?
The title Grand Duke indicates that he was a prince before the Empress took the throne.
You've given me plenty to think about.
With Gaspard and Celine's armies entrenched, we cannot openly march troops to the palace.
My agents will ensure your soldiers get inside, but it must be a few at a time to avoid attention.
Understood. Just give the word, and we'll begin.
The political situation in Halam Shiral hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
It is a great pleasure to meet you, Inquisitor Lavellen.
Yeah, you say that
The rumors
now.
coming out of the Western Approach say you battled an army of demons. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
And which one was the rightful one again? I keep getting them confused.
The handsome, charming one, of course, my lady. I am not a man who forgets his friends.
Tell that to Ramesh.
You help me, I'll help you. My lady, are you prepared to shock the court by walking into the Grand Ball with a hateful usurper? They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
There's a Tevinter assassin on the loose, Gaspard. Finding him is my priority.
Are you serious? That is a grave allegation, my friend. A foreign power meddling now, of all times? I have no doubt this Tevinter is hiding within the ranks of the Elven delegation. They're up to something. My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
Tell me there's more to your suspicion than the elves were acting dodgy.
That Ambassador Briala used to be a servant of Celine's. That is, until my cousin had her arrested for crimes against the Empire to cover up a political mistake.
Yeah,
If
there was a
anyone
bit
in
more
this
to it
room
than that
wishes
even,
Celine
but
harm,
okay.
Inquisitor, it's that elf. She certainly has reason. Be as discreet as possible. I detest the game, but if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like villains. We're keeping the court waiting, Inquisitor. Shall we?
Is that the Inquisitor?
An elf savage? Oh, Maker forbid!
Oh,
Idea of a joke.
gotta love how they throw like real life slurs into the mix. Really fantastic writing, guys.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Maker, what am I going to do if I cannot find my ring?
Is this the ring you were looking for?
You are a treasure! I cannot believe you found it! You have saved me a lifetime of mortification. How can I thank you enough?
So the reason I like this part of the game is because it's a fun change of pace. The reason I can't fucking stand this part of the game is because it's total erasure of what happens in The Masked Empire. It does a pitiful job at covering the events of that book, and I honest to God feel it's on purpose, because they have to force in this gray morality between Celine, Briala, and Gaspard to make it look as if they're equal, when Gaspard is fucking despicable and Celine is barely any better than them. So they have to make Celine and Gaspard seem better and Briala seem worse.
Interesting.
So they cover up all the shit that Celine
My
and
spies said the bodies were beyond counting.
Gaspard do in the book, and then they try to like make Briala seem like she's
If the Maker does
just
not
in
hear
it
us
for
now,
herself, which is definitely not the case.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I must warn you before you go inside. How you speak to the court is a matter of life and death. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
I'm not intimidated by stuffy Orlesian nobles.
These people burn cities as a diversionary tactic and assassinate one another as a feint. The game is like wicked grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer in the Fade with the Fear Demon.
Let's go in. We're keeping everyone waiting.
Everything will be fine. Andraste, watch over us all.
Is that the Inquisitor?
A Dalish? No, that cannot be.
Yes, heaven fucking forbid I be Dalish.
I hear the Grand Duke invited the Inquisition.
Interesting. Well, that's useful.
Is it? Or is it a waste of time to add more to the game?
I had no idea.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lady Inquisitor Lavellen. Vanquisher of the rebel mages of Ferelden, crusher of the vile apostates of the mage underground.
He is so full of it. That's not how it went.
Champion of the blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, Warden Blackwall of Valcheven, Constable of the Grey, bearer of the silver-right wings of valor, the Lady Inquisitor's elven serving man, Solus. Her ladyship, my bulls each, of course. Sir Callum Stanton Rutherford of Honley, Commander of the Forces of the Inquisition.
Cousin, my dear sister.
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
The way he bows is so funny to me.
Inquisitor?
Lady Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
I mean, it's what Amaris would say.
Someone here is working for Tevinter.
To the uninitiated, the court is full of intrigues which might seem sinister, Inquisitor. But they are of little note. How do you find Halam Shiral?
You're in danger. End the ball. Send everyone away.
Inquisitor, We suspect that our court has overwhelmed you. You may benefit from a glass of wine, and some time to recover. No doubt you will find something in the ballroom to entertain you.
Inquisitor, a word when you have a moment.
Tell me, Yvette, how are Mama and Papa? Are they in good health? Do they want for anything?
Josephine! Oh, Josephine! Is this her?
Inquisitor, please allow me to present to you my younger sister, Yvette Gabriella Montillier.
Nice to meet you.
Delighted to meet you, Lady Montillier.
Inquisitor, I've heard so much about you, but not as much as I want. Josephine writes, but she never tells me anything. Is it true? Rebel mages in Redcliffe were performing blood rites and orgies before you stopped them.
Where did you hear such nonsense?
Everyone in Antiva says so. Is it true?
No.
Of course not. How do people come up with these ideas?
Oh, how dull Redcliffe must have been then.
This may be my only chance to hear about when Josephine was a girl.
Oh yes, as she told you about when she was 10 and...
Yvette,
Stop. Fine. What about when we were climbing the cliffs by the...
no.
She once told the Duke of...
Absolutely not.
She still plays with her doll collection when no one's looking.
Yvette, that's absurd. Absolutely preposterous.
It's adorable.
I'll see you later.
Another time.
Can you believe the Inquisition filled its ranks with...
I heard Celine was having the entire wing redecorated.
Crotch up.
But the timing
Beats
is
his squire.
suspicious.
He's a she.
Why would she do such
Shut up, Christensen.
Extra toes. What a fun, close marrying crowd.
Making any new friends?
As well as you are. A shame. We agree on so much. I hate them, and they hate themselves. I mean, they have to, right? Why else would they wear so much... everything? Got to cover up how rubbish they are.
Any hidden treasures from friends of your little network?
You mean, do any of the servants ferrying tarts between these windy tits hate them enough to give up a stash or two? I'm not saying yes, but... wait, yes I am. There's some good stuff hidden around. Keep an eye out.
Back soon.
Not going anywhere.
Good. I was hoping I would catch you. What did the Duke say?
He points the finger at Ambassador Briala.
Of course he
The ambassador is
does.
up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side. Empress Celine is fascinated by mysticism, foreseeing the future, speaking with the dead, that sort of rubbish. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
How can Celine openly keep an apostate in the Imperial Court?
The Imperial Court has always had an official position for a mage. Before now, it was little better than court jester. Vivian was the first to turn that appointment into a source of real political power. When the circles rebelled, technically every mage became an apostate. The word lost much of its strength.
That sounds exactly like the person we're looking for.
She's worth investigating. Can't be sure of anything here. Both leads point toward the guest wing. It's a promising place to start. I'll coordinate with our spies to see if I can find anything better. I will be in the ballroom if you need me.
Is there any progress on the Helmi expedition to Amgara?
House Dace remains steadfast in opposing all attempts to get into the tunnel.
I know you from somewhere. Huh. Lord Rudal de Lancre. I've seen you in his company before, no?
Don't think we've met, my lord. I'm just a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Odd. Your face is so familiar. Around the eyes, especially. Perhaps without that beard? More wine. It will come to me.
I'm ready for anything. Just give the word.
What do you think about all the scheming and politics?
I think I'd rather be anywhere else. Let's save the Empress and get back to where things make sense. Say what you want about Celine's ascension. She stole the throne? She seduced her way to it? Who cares? In the years since, she's proven she is the perfect mix of strength, cunning, and grace that Orlais needs. Gaspard, you may as well crown a bull if he wins.
So, Silverite Wings of Valor. What did you get that for?
For valor.
Care to elaborate?
It was a long time ago. Back when we didn't stop to boast about past victories when there was an assassin on the loose.
Oh my god, Blackwell.
Wait for my signal.
Leave us.
The package is in the guest wing. Upper room.
The one off the garden. Statuette.
I do adore the heady blend of power, intrigue, danger, and sex that permeates these events.
You seem more comfortable with a Grand Orlesian ball than I'd have expected.
I have seen countless such displays in my journeys in the Fade. The powerful have
Of
always
course,
been the same.
in Journeys in the
Only
Fade.
the costumes change.
Have you encountered any trouble with the nobles?
The Orlesians do not quite know what to make of me. I have kept to myself, for fear of giving them some purchase to cling to. The food and drink are excellent, however, and the servants have been happy to refill my glass.
Do you have any interest in dancing?
A great deal. Although dancing with an elven apostate would win you few favors with the court. Perhaps once our business here is done.
I'll be back.
And well.
Interesting. Waste of time.
It is a waste of time. I agree, Lavelle.
Interesting.
Another one.
Boring.
Yes, it is boring. It's a boring part of the game.
There must be something here.
Just listening to... Like, they don't even bother with actual words.
Inquisitor Llewellyn, don't head into the servants' wing if you value your neck. Not one else gone in there tonight and come out again.
Our man was supposed to make a pickup in the garden hours ago. Bastard's likely dead by now.
I like how the elven servants treat Llewellyn differently from the other protagonists.
Gaspard said to Duke Germain, his own uncle.
Germain bore his nephew's spite better than the rest of the camp.
Well, well. What's this?
Philippe should have returned hours ago, dallying with some serving girl while I deal with Gaspard's vitriol.
Awfully selfish of this Philippe, running off to play and leaving you with all the work.
I've half a mind to inform the Dowager. That would teach him to shirk his duties to roll some elven maid. Tonight of all nights, leaving me to convey Gaspard's death threats to the Council. Wonderful timing, Philippe. Thank you for listening to me rant. You are too kind, Inquisitor.
Thanks for giving me court approval. I needed that.
Well, well, the Inquisitor. Here as a guest of my nephew, no less. I'm curious.
I didn't know the Grand Duke was your nephew.
He's my brother's eldest boy. Always a difficult child, Gaspard. Never listened, never did what he was told. He was raised a prince. All his life we told him he would be emperor. It was his destiny, his duty. What else should he do with his life if not fight for his destiny?
Another time, my lord.
My lady! My lady Inquisitor!
May we have a word? It is very important.
The Empress has sent us with a message for you.
What's the message?
This is so exciting!
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald of Andraste in her holy endeavor.
I'm not the Herald of
Full
Andraste.
support to the Inquisition as soon as the usurper Gaspard is defeated.
Let me guess. All she wants in return is for me to help her defeat the Duke.
Oh, this is not meant as a bargain by any means, Inquisitor. The support of the Empress is not conditional. It will be yours once the negotiations are concluded.
The Empress is the most skilled diplomat in Thedas. Gaspard is hopelessly out of his depth.
But we have taken enough of your time. Please, enjoy the masquerade, Inquisitor.
You must be mistaken.
No, I'm quite certain it was blood on the tiles.
If they're playing the game, they're not doing it very well. You don't leave evidence if you play to win.
With
This is a private conversation.
Nobody pays fucking mind to the Inquisitor climbing the whatever the fuck this is.
I need to get back before I'm missed.
Relax. Bunch of junk down here, but might as well collect it.
That's the bell. I should get back to the ballroom.
I was about to say, I wonder what anybody would say about the Inquisitor carrying around Veilfire in the ball.
That would be the second bell. Fashionably late now.